Hey y'all, my name is Salome and welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I have been trying to work on a YouTube channel for years now, and I finally think that I have figured out what exactly I want this journey to be about. So as you can see in the title, it's transitioning from the entertainment field to tech. Yeah, I know, right? So I have been in the entertainment field for almost like 15 years now, and y'all, after COVID, I was like, something is gonna have to shake. This is not gonna work for me. This is not gonna work for me. I'm somebody that I want security. I need a strong foundation. When I went into the entertainment field, I went to school for theater, right? I went to school for musical theater. And I always knew that I was gonna eventually go back to school for something, because my parents were always just like, you need something else. You need a backup, you need something else. And so in my mind, I always knew that in the very, very furthest part in the back of my mind, I knew that I was gonna end up going back eventually. But in what, I was not sure. And I've tried and applied to other different programs, and they just did not work out. And in life, I have learned, and I continue to learn, that it's gonna be like this. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how it's gonna happen. Well, I've always been interested in tech. I've always been interested in computers. Computers have always come easy to me. My father was in computer tech. He built computers and things of that nature. My brother is in computer science, and so computers and tech, it's just, I have always grown up around it, right? And so once hit and the entertainment industry really slow down, I was like, okay, this is my time. It's my time to hit it, get back in school. And so that's what I did. And so I am currently in school for, I'm getting my master's in cybersecurity management. Now, originally I thought I was getting it in cybersecurity, but I'm actually getting it in cybersecurity management, which actually is even better for me. With the type of person that I am, and with a lot of the skills, organizational skills, the way in which I think, cybersecurity management is definitely a better fit for me. And so now I was like, okay, how do I transition? I was so scared. I was thinking that they were just gonna turn me down. They was gonna be like, absolutely no, you've been out there tap dancing for the past 15 years. You're not just gonna just come into tech. However, though, it was a very easy transition for me. I did have to go and take some additional classes before I could actually enter the master's program. And so I am doing the entire program online, because I am still actively working in the entertainment field as well. So I'm doing them both at the same time, and sometimes it gets very hectic, but it gets done. So far, this is my third semester, and your girl is still holding a 4.0 GPA, and we love it. Amen. So I had to go into, I attend the University of Alabama at Birmingham, in Birmingham, Alabama, and I am doing all of my classes online. I am actually really loving it. I know, like, a lot of people say, oh, well, you don't have to go back to school for this. You can take courses, there are certifications and things of that nature. And yes, there are. And yes, I took advantage of some of those opportunities. And for the way in which I learned, it just did not work for me. I needed structure. I needed book. I needed, also just, it helps to have people who are so, rooted in the field already, so that they're able to throw so much knowledge on you. And so school just works for me, and I know it doesn't work for everybody, but it just works for me. I was scared about whether or not I would be able to grasp the information, and my brother was like, girl, you'll be fine, just do it. And I've been able to understand the information. I've been able to retain the information and actually really apply the information, which is really what's important. And so I have been able to really just like take a deep breath, because my brain has had to work. My brain for entertainment versus my brain for tech is two totally different things. I have really had to just like work that brain. My brain hasn't had to think like that in a very, very long time, which I'm happy I'm having to do that now. And it makes me feel like I'm being productive and I'm doing something worthwhile with my life, right? It's crazy because we get on one road and we think we just gonna be on that one road for forever, and then things change. And for me, things really have taken a turn. But I'm just gonna take a deep breath. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a deep breath. But anyway, so I am currently in my 3rd semester of what we call the Bridge program, and these are the programs that is gonna bridge me over into the master's program for cybersecurity management. And so this is August 2025, I will begin the master's program. I'm still waiting on my acceptance letter. But we're gonna have faith that we're gonna say that it is already done. It's already done. But yeah, y'all, it's been 3 semesters with it so far, and that's how I've been transitioning. It has not been easy. It is a lot of work, especially when you're doing it online. You really have to prioritize your time, and you have to prioritize what's gonna come first, what's gonna be the most important. I have had to, time management has been a really big thing for me this past like year and a half. I'm doing work while I'm on a plane, while I'm at the airport, because I'm traveling a lot for work. I'm doing work on holidays. I'm doing work on vacation. I was literally on the beach taking my final, which I ain't complaining about that. That was nice to take my final on the beach. But but if you're gonna do your degree online, especially a tech degree, time management is gonna be everything. Also, another thing I would say is don't cheat yourself. And I'm sure that's just with online stuff all the way around the board. But I will say, you're gonna do like a lot of group stuff, and I'm telling you now, don't cheat yourself. What is the whole point in putting all this money into these programs? Because school is not cheap, and they still cutting the money out as we speak. But school is not cheap. And so you do nothing but cheat yourself when you think you're just gonna come in and you just gonna do tech overnight. It doesn't work like that. It literally doesn't work like that. And I say that because I'm witnessing a lot of this in my classes right now, where people are using and just copy and pasting information. And it's like, okay, so then when you graduate and it's time to go and apply for jobs, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, so I say that to say this, like, if you're gonna do the degree online, do it full out. Do it full out. Read every reading, watch every video. I've noticed that tech tends to be a bit repetitive, and so at first it was kind of annoying, but now I understand why. And I'm like, also I need that, because the more I hear it over and over, when it's time for me to take my test, I know the information. The biggest part of the hardest part of my transition was here. It was me trying to overcome the mentality of feeling like I have not failed in the entertainment industry. That was the hardest part of my transition. Yeah, me feeling like I have not failed. So after I got past that, which I still deal with that from time to time, but like after I got past that, I was like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing it, and we're in it, and we're gonna complete it, and we're gonna do it at peak performance. Like, I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play. I'm here to learn this information, remember it, and get me a job, and a great job. Okay, make sure you do your research. Make sure you research schools. Make sure you research programs. Make sure you research the different careers that there is to go into. Make sure you're researching the careers. I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I watched a lot of day in the lives. My classes even provided me with a lot of websites, like governmental websites, where you can go and look at job searches and look at the salaries and look at the different duties that come along with that. Once I got into the work itself, I started learning about how many different things I could actually go into. So sometimes you won't get the information you need until you actually get inside of it, and that is why I went back to school instead of trying to learn it on my own. That just wasn't gonna even happen. And also, instead of trying to like do a lot of these social media made programs, which I have done one of those before, and I learned stuff, but I feel like it was a lot of stuff missing. It worked for that specific thing, but I ended up realizing that I actually wanted more. I wanted more. And so going to school is what was the solution for me. And going to school, I feel like I'm definitely reaping the benefits of the full picture of what cybersecurity is. So y'all, this journey has not been easy, and it's going to continue to not be easy. It is challenging me in ways that I have not been challenged before. It's causing me to have to think in ways I've never had to think, and I enjoy it. I truly enjoy it. Like I said, I'm still in my entertainment field. I'm still pursuing that. I'm still auditioning, which I need to go do an audition now and get it turned in. But we're gonna see what happens once I graduate. We're just gonna see. I don't know what's gonna happen. I might say, you know what? We're gonna sit out of the entertainment industry for about a year or two so that I can do this. So I can focus on this, so I can get into this, so I can get an internship. It's a lot of different things that I want to do, and I want to make sure if I'm putting in the time and the money for this second master's degree, yes, this is my second master's degree, I want to make sure that I'm reaping the full benefits of it. So that was my transition, y'all. I thought the transition was gonna be a much deeper situation, a much more complex situation. I turned my application in and I got accepted in 2 days. If you know anything about University of Alabama at Birmingham, it is a huge school. It's a huge medical school, and it's also really, really big for tech as well. They accepted me so quickly. I did like a phone interview with my advisor and stuff like that, and they wanted to know like why I wanted to do it, transitioning from, you know, that background. They didn't necessarily call it a phone interview, but because she called me and wanted to know why I wanted to be in the program, I'm gonna say it was a phone interview. And I was able to share my my background with them. I shared it with them, even like with my resume, right? I included my entertainment stuff on my resume. So I got my bachelor's in theater, I got my MFA in musical theater, and I have, yeah, okay, I'm not no big superstar, and I know folks gonna be like, girl, I ain't never seen you on nothing. However though, I have been on Broadway, I have been on off-Broadway, and I do have a TV credit. I actually have multiple TV credits. I've done things like the Jimmy Fallon show, the, what was the other show? The View, like stuff like that with the shows that I was with. And so I have experience. I have professional experience that I am very proud of. But I am ready to add an additional skill, and I'm ready to stretch my brain in a different way. And this has been great. This has been great. Like entertainment, singing, dancing, those things are like first nature to me. So I don't have to really struggle or think too hard, because those are things that I love and enjoy and comes very, very easily to me. And so having something that is really challenging me right now is really helpful. And so I made sure that I did not leave that part of my life out. I let them know that this is where I'm coming from. I didn't shy away from it. I was upfront about it, and also letting them know that it is something that I still do. And they were like, oh, this is very interesting. So you're gonna come from being an actor to the tech world? And I'm like, yeah. And they was like, well, let's do it. And I got my acceptance letter and I started Zooming. And now, y'all, I'm coding. Like, I'm learning to code. It's insane. It is insane. I never thought that that's what I would be doing, but I am. So just go for it. Like, literally go for it. I'm telling you, go for it. Go for it. I was scared as heck, but I went for it scared. I went for it scared. I went for it scared because I'm like, I don't know if I'm able to do this. I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. But I did it and I'm doing it. And so I got homework to do. So let's go do it. Bye. Thanks for watching.